everyone, welcome to the lecture series of Advanced Java Programming. In these sessions, we are going to talk about the JSP, Java Server Pages, and in the earlier sessions we have completed the how to create the JSP programs, and we can see the what are the advantages and the what are the disadvantages of the servlet programming. Those are all completed in the previous session. So in this section, we are going to discuss about the what is the anatomy of the JSP pages. So here the anatomy means what is the structure behind in the JSP pages. So let's see. So anatomy of the JSP pages. That means what is the structure behind in the JSP page. To create any JSP page, we are having the we are dividing our JSP page into the two main sections. So first one is the template data. What is that? Template data. So here in the template data, we are inserting some standard markup language. And what are the standard markup languages? We are having HTML pages and XML pages and some other text fields. And we are having some text. So these are the coming under the template data. So the template data having the standard markup languages like the HTML pages and XML pages and other text field. And the remaining part, that is the JSP elements. Okay, the JSP elements can also be known as the syntactic elements. Okay, so the second part is the JSP elements and the syntactic elements. So the syntactic elements and the JSP elements can also be classified into three ways. Okay, the JSP elements can be classified into three ways or divided into the three ways. The first one is the directives, and the second one is the scripting elements, and third one is the action tags. Okay, so the JSP page can be classified into two ways. First one is the template data and the second one is the JSP element. And the JSP elements can be again classified into three phases. First one is the directives, scripting elements and action tags. So here, whenever we want to insert any classes, whenever we want to insert any package, whenever we want to insert or include any library functions or any files, in that we are using the directives and the scripting elements. So what are the scripting elements here? First one is the scriptlets. The first one is the scriptlets. So here, what are the actions that will be coming in our less than symbol, module symbol and the module symbol and the greater than symbol. In between the code we are writing some code. Those are the scriptlets. And next one is the declarations. So what is the declaration? Whenever we want to declare any variable, by using the less than symbol, module symbol and the not, we are declaring our variables. And the next one is the expressions. By using the less than symbol, module symbol and the equals to, by using the equals to, we are giving any expression or we are displaying any output in our web pages. And like that, we are using some directives. So what is the syntax for the directives? Less than symbol, module symbol and the @ symbol. By using the @ symbol, we are giving some directives or we are importing some packages or we are including some files in our web page. So these are the syntaxes for the JSP elements. And action tags. So here we are creating some custom tags. Okay, we will see in the later classes. So first of all, what is the structure of our anatomy of the JSP page? Let's see that. So for every JSP page, we are having the, so for every JSP page, we are inserting from Java code in between the HTML tags. Okay, for every creation of the JSP page. For every creation of the JSP page, we are inserting our Java code in between the HTML files like that. So here I am inserting one less than symbol, module symbol and the @ symbol. So here I am inserting some page. So what is the page here? Import that equals to java.util.start. Here I am inserting one util packet. So in this program I want to declare one current date and the time. Okay, like this. Okay. So what is the first step? We have to inserting or we are including some packages in our JSP page. After that, here I am inserting some HTML tags. HTML head tag in the head. Right. So in the head part, I am inserting title tag. Okay, in the title tag, I am inserting the JSP page. This is our title, and I am closing the title tag and head tag. And after the head tag, I am inserting or I am starting our body tag. So in the body tag, here I am inserting one h1 tag. So in this h1 tag, I am inserting the time and date of the today. So I want to display what is the current date and the time. Next one. So after the next one, here I am inserting some less than symbol and module symbol. So here in the less than symbol and the module symbol, I am creating new date method. So this is the scriptlet. Okay. After that, I am right. So after this, here I am inserting or I am assigning the date variable to the d variable. So I want to print this like so less than symbol module symbol that equals to d. But here I am not declaring the d variable or d tag. So here after the body tag, here I am declaring our d, that is less than symbol module symbol and the integer d. Next one. So this is the scriptlet and this is the expression thing. By using this, we are displaying our current date and the time. And the next one, I am closing the body tag and I am closing the HTML tag. Like that, we are creating our JSP page. So here in this example, what are the JSP elements and what are the template data? So what are we are having in the HTML tags or standard markup languages tags. So those are the template data and this is the template data. This is the template data and what are the Java code we are inserting and what are the Java code we are inserting in our HTML page. Those are the JSP elements. So this is a small example for the anatomy of the JSP page. Next, see what is the directives and what is the scripting elements and what are the action tags. Let's see the anatomy of the JSP pages. The anatomy can be classified into three ways. First one is the template data and the JSP elements. The JSP elements can be classified into three ways. The first one is the directives and second one is the scripting elements. Third one is the action tags. Right. So what is meant by a descriptive? The descriptives means we are inserting some import packages like that. So the directives again classified into three ways. The first one is the page directive and second one is the include directive and third one is the taglib directive. So what is the page directives? How we can insert the page directives in our JSP page? By using the less than symbol, module symbol, @ symbol, we are inserting the directives. So here we are inserting the page import or anything we are using. Next, include less than symbol, module symbol and @ we are inserting the include word. and by using the include where we are inserting any files. Next, tag lib directive. By using the less than symbol, module symbol and the @ symbol, by giving the tag lib, we are inserting any library functions in our web pages. So like this we are giving the directive. So in the page we are inserting any packages, any classes or any set content type or any page encoder or any language. We are setting any languages, any content type or any page encoder, or we want to insert any packages, in that we are using the page directives. So whenever we want to add any file in our page, web page, in that we are inserting include. That means we are including another file in our current file. Tag lib, whenever we want to insert any files, any tag library functions, in that we are inserting the tag lib directives. Next, coming to the scriptlets. What is the scriptlets? So we want to write any operations or any actions that can be in the scripting elements. So in the scripting elements can be classified into the 3 ways. The first one is the scriptlets, and the second one is the declarations, third one is the expressions. Okay, by using the scriptlets, we are writing any number of codes, any lines of code we can write in the less than symbol, module symbol and the greater than symbol. By using these two tags, we are writing many number of lines of code in our JSP elements. And declaration, whenever we want to declare any variables, whenever we want to write any variables, we are declaring any variables by using the less than symbol, module symbol, not. By using the not, we are declaring any variables. And expressions, to display any outputs. We are displaying by using the equals to symbol. Okay, suppose we want to print any output. By using the equals to, we are displaying our elements. And the next one is the action tags. So what are the action tags? We can perform any actions. That means we want to insert, or we are sending one request to the another file, or we want to set any properties for the any attributes, or we are getting any attribute values. In that, these custom tags are used to get any action output. So let's see some of the action tags. The first one is the JSP include. Okay, by using the include tag, we want to insert, or we are including one file. So with that file, we are sending the request to the web page, including any file. Next one is the JSP use bean. So we want to use the beans class. So what is meant by a bean? The bean is a software component. So what is the motto of the bean? The bean motto is we are creating, or we are writing once, and we are reusing, and we are reusing in anywhere, anytime. That is the motto of the beans. So whenever we want to use any beans in our JSP action tags, so in that we are using the less than symbol, JSP : use bean. And the third one, whenever we want to get any properties of a particular attribute, by using the get properties. By using the get property action tag, we are getting the attribute values. And next one, whenever we want to insert any property values in a particular attribute, in that we are using the set properties. And JSP plugin, whenever we want to insert any files or any some HTML files or any files, in that we are using the plugin. Fallback, like that we are having JSP : body. We want to display any text in our body tag, we are using the JSP : body. Next one, JSP : text. We want to insert any text in our web page. In that we are using the JSP colon less than symbol, JSP colon text and greater than symbol. So these are the some action tags in our JSP pages. So we are in the, what is the anatomy? The anatomy is the structure of our JSP pages. So in that anatomy we are dividing it as the template data and the JSP elements. So in the template data we are inserting some HTML files and the XML files and other text files, and in the JSP elements are the syntactic elements. The syntactic elements can be classified into three ways. The first one is the directives, and second one is the scripting elements, and third one is the action tags. So what is the declarations and what is the directives? We want to insert any packages in our web page. In that we are using the directives, and the directives can be classified into three ways. First one is the page directive, include directive and the taglib directives. Next, coming to the scripting elements. So in the scripting elements we are inserting some scriptlets. What are the code? What is the number of lines of code we want to insert our JSP page? We are inserting in the less than symbol, module symbol and the module symbol and the greater than symbol. And the expression, we want to display any outputs. By using the equals to, we are using the displaying any output variables. Next, we want to declare any variables in our JSP page. In that we are using the declaration. That is, we are using the not symbol to declare any variables. And coming to the action tag. So in this action tag, we want to do any actions from the one page to the another page or one file to the another file. In that we are using these action tag. So with this the anatomy of the JSP page will be completed. So in the next sessions we are going to discuss about the what is the process behind in the JSP pages. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much for listening these lectures.